Beihai Qiyang project is a production line specifically designed for the sorting and recycling of slag after incineration in domestic waste power plants. Our designers customize the production slag sorting equipment according to the production requirements of the project to achieve maximum production efficiency. Beihai project introduction to the realistic processes of the production line. First, the slag is scooped from the slag warehouse to the hopper by forklift truck. The material flowing from the hopper to the feeder is conveyed by the conveyor belt to the trommel screen for screening. The large material on the screen flows out of the conveyor belt through the large end of the drum. The conveyor belt is equipped with an electromagnetic overband magnetic separator. Large iron materials are sorted out through electromagnetic overband magnetic separator. The remaining slag is sent to the hammer crusher for one-stage crushing, and then sent back to the trommel screen by the conveyor belt for screening. The small material under the screen is sorted by the permanent magnet drum. The slag after primary magnetic separation enters the hammer crusher through a conveyor belt. The slag is crushed in the hammer crusher. The pulverized slag is discharged from the hammer crusher with the flushing water. An up-suction magnetic separator and a wet drum magnetic separator are installed below the outlet of the hammer crushers. Magnetic separators carry out secondary magnetic separation of magnetic minerals in slag. The iron slag after magnetic separation is transported to the trommel screen and screened according to the size of the mesh aperture. The mixture of slag and flushing water after secondary magnetic separation flow into the jig machine and is sorted by the specific gravity principle of the jig machine. The material with high density and volume settles in the upper tank of the screen. After slotting, it flows into the copper hammer crusher for crushing and enters the table concentrator. Material with high density and small volume is discharged into the table concentrator through the hopper of the jig machine. The permanent magnetic separator hand above the table concentrator automatically separates iron sand from other materials. The sand part on the table concentrator flows into the sand tank, and the copper part flows into the copper sand barrel. Part of the sand and metal mixture are sent to the ball mill for grinding and then into the table concentrator for sorting. The material with low density flows through the upper layer of the jig machine and flows downstream into the spiral sand washing machine. Remove impurities covering the surface of sand and gravel, and play an efficient cleaning role. The spiral floating object flows through the water tank to the floating sieve cage. Floating objects enter the garbage pool, and water and sand flow into the sand settling tank. The precipitated material of the spiral sand washing machine is pushed by the screw to the trommel screen for screening. The material size between 3 to 12 mm is conveyed to eddy current separator to sort various non-ferrous metal fragments. The sand-water mixture below 3 mm flows through the dewatering screen for dehydration treatment. The finished sand after dehydration is transported to the environmentally friendly sand bin by conveyor belt. Sewage from the sump and sedimentation tank flows into the sewage tank. The sewage in the sewage tank is pumped into the filter press after it reaches a certain level. The filter press uses its filtering medium to efficiently separate clean water and cement cake. Closed-loop recycling technology to achieve zero wastewater discharge. With the rapid development of economy and the improvement of people's living standards, the problem of municipal solid waste is becoming more and more serious. The number of domestic incineration power plants increases accordingly. Approximately 20% slag is generated per ton of waste. And our company, as a professional slag Separation equipment manufacturer. Slag sorting equipment and comprehensive practical solutions can be customized according to customer needs to ensure the long-term stable operation of customers' equipment and create greater value for customers. Welcome new and old friends from all walks of life to visit and guide cooperation.